more glasses up.
I do this every day, bitch. I shoot idiots down every day.
Time to slap yourself.
Can't see it. If I stood up, would anybody? Yeah, probably.
That's it, I'll do half an hour.
Standing up.
Okay, well, I think we're getting started now, so welcome to Something in Water. If you have anything to do with the music industry or want to, then the Welsh Music Foundation should be your first stop. Essentially, my Welsh Music Foundation. So, thanks then. Welcome, guys. Hello, good afternoon.
Hiya, how's it doing?
Hiya.
Hiya.
I think the premise of this whole thing is that Wales, for some reason, has produced rock bands over the last decade.
The best rock bands of the last.
Do you think that there was something changed a decade ago?
I think seeing bands like Lost Prophets, Food for a Friend, like even as far as like the Stereophonics, was a big influence on us. Just seeing local idiots, because at the end of the day, all those bands are just normal, everyday chaps. They're not, rich rock stars. Well, they are now, but they weren't at the time. And we were like, well, if they can do it, surely us 6 idiots might be able to do it.
So there's definitely a sense of trickle down. You see a band, you think, well, I can do that.
Yeah, totally.
If I can go to you now, what's something that made you want to get into music? Was there something which maybe was a catalyst for you want to be a performer?
I've just always liked singing. It's as simple as that.
In the bath,
in the shower, and wherever I could. And to the point where I even did my first stage performance in the castle right behind us. Ironically playing the band.
I don't know why all.
Recent backing singer. Yeah, Joseph and the Technology Report. But yeah, it was basically, I've always loved singing and I've always wanted to be in a band. And then
what about sort of going to other gigs, sort of in the local area? Was there a problem here in Merthyr with seeing live bands?
Not when we were. We were kind of lucky. We had like a golden era when Roxy was very, very, very good, and RM, which is no longer with us, the venue just across the road over there, showcased a lot of amazing homegrown South Wales bands as well as other touring bands from the UK. Like when we saw Merthyr Heroes there, Biffy
Clyde played in with 12 people.
It's great.
The Ordinary Boys.
The Streets Fair, or did I make that up?
You made that up.
I made that up.
Oh, can anyone go tell my passion to shut up?
We'd be wanting to.
Bloody edit. Yeah.
Stars, like 10 years.
Please, because I'm a bit older.
I'm a bit older and I'm 20 years. I saw stage,
playing the small pub where I live in Rowley. So I've seen bands like Stereophonics and Catatonic and stuff back when they were just playing like little tiny pubs and stuff. So that was good seeing, like 1 week seeing Stereophonics there, and then finding out next week we signed the Virgin, and then within 6 months seeing them in the castle in Cardiff, like 3,000 people.
Mentioning bands actually being signed to labels like Virgin, was that something that gave you, when you actually formed a preview and then there's a Blackout, something to aim for? Sean, do you know that?
We never really thought about getting signed, I guess. We always just wanted to play live. Like we saw like Lost Prophets and Mighty Suno, a band from Merthyr, and they were just going mad and just wrecking the places, and we were like, oh, we want to run about and jump on crowds, that'll be brilliant. So for ages we just try to be the best, and well, I guess still do, try to be the best, the most energetic we can be on stage. So we never really thought about record companies. We just wrote 6 songs, and then the record company came to see us, and the first record company that came to see us offered us a deal. So we nearly snapped their hand off so we could take that deal.
£10 million.
Yeah, £10 million each. And I've spent it all now, and I wish I hadn't. And
you owe me.
I owe him £25. And yeah, so it was never really about record labels. We just wanted to see how long we could do it for.
But of course, being on a record label gives you the opportunity to go out on tour, to support other bands, to get your name out there, and obviously you've toured for a very, very long time now, and done it quite exhaustively. Let's turn to James then.
Speak up!
Hello,
Ooh,
can you hear anyone?
you've been echoed. Echoes, here we go. Where is she, a killer?
James, once you'd signed to your first record label, touring the first record, did that give you so many freedoms?
No. Short answer, no with a but. Like, I guess probably where we've been the period of time where we've been doing this, I guess record companies, I think it's fair to say, aren't anywhere near as important as they were 10 years ago, definitely 15, 20 years ago.
Sorry to anybody that owns a record label.
Yeah, if
You're not important anymore.
other careers are available. I think, obviously, like the money that people kind of get a sort of warped view, I think, of what kind of record labels give to bands these days. There's still very big record deals going out to certain bands that, you know, deserve it, and certain bands get that, certain bands don't. That's, you know, that's part of the, part of the kind of parcel of it. But I don't think we've ever, like, we never had like a massive like financial boost or anything from having a record label. And there's a sense of security, but I mean we've done 3 full-length records and 1 EP on, so that's 4 releases on 3 different labels. So I mean, there's not a massive sense of security going into every one.
I think that's probably quite indicative about the way the music industry is these days. You mentioned 15, 20 years ago, you would sign to a record label, they would give you a deal for X amount of money, that would be for X amount of albums, it would all be recoupable, but you could probably recoup that if you're a good successful band. These days it's much, much harder to do that. I think you would agree with that.
Yeah, completely.
I'll turn to Reese now then, if you wouldn't mind.
Hello.
Hello.
The ladies' choice.
Hush now, girl. Can you talk to us a little bit about your management? When did you first get management? How does that work? What do they do for you?
The first time we got managed, we were picked up by a friend who was a promoter, and we were in the first band he was working with, and he just give us a kind of the bullet points of little things to do, and we kind of just kept on going, and then as we got bigger and bigger, so he will put us into a better kind of like a management deal, and we've just literally signed like about a year or so ago, and everything's in place now. Like the last album run has been the smoothest we've kind of ever done, and everything's in place for us. So
We were more or less doing it ourselves anyway.
Yeah.
Even though we had a manager, he wasn't an official manager, he was just helping us out. So we did most for the first like 4 years.
yeah.
We did it all ourselves anyway. So.
I think an awful lot of bands do that. There's an awful self-reliance in the music industry for bands who they have common sense. A lot of bands don't have common sense, so they need a manager. So these days now, then you signed to a management company like a year or so ago. What are the sort of day-to-day things that they will do which you maybe used to do?
I guess they
Wipe my ass.
Wipe his ass.
I do not do that anymore.
Yeah. Oh,
I have a person to do it.
Yeah, I don't have to do that anymore for him. Yeah, I guess it's just reply to a lot of emails and just sort things out like before we get there, I think. And then you see people who are like, oh, the Blackout demand this on their rider, and it's never us. It's never us because
I demanded a bin earlier, and we go on.
Yeah, that's the first demand we've made for quite some time. We turned up in our dressing room and we were eating some crisps and like, what am I meant to do with this bag? Like literally, like we looked like rock stars because we were like, I don't know what to do with this now. This is just
I think it's because we were brought up well. We didn't want to just put it on the floor.
But we made a demand earlier for a bin, and then a bin turned up. So I think we finally made it, to be honest. So
You're not like the Manic Street Preachers of Glastonbury with your own loos.
no, what?
Yeah.
You can get your own
We
rules.
can get our own loos.
Apparently so.
Where's Claire? She could send an email right now about her own loo.
I had to pee next to someone. Yeah, I didn't know who they were.
I accidentally saw.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I accidentally saw Alex and the Guns Winky earlier, and I don't want to do that again. So if we could sort out our own toilet, that'd be excellent. Don't woo his Winky, he's terrible. He's short and he's covered in warts. Sorry.
I'll turn to Matt now.
I would. What?
Take the microphone off, Sean.
What? The Winky expert? James McCann's words, not mine.
Hello, Matt.
Hello.
Can everybody hear Matt? Touring, you've toured extensively. I mean,
How many gigs do you think you've actually done?